construction job, you're going on the roof, you're replacing roofs, you're poking holes in roofs to put panels, changing electrical boxes, things can happen, can we agree?
Yeah.
One of the things that I'm the most proud of is that Freedom Forever has about maybe 200 to 250 negative reviews out of 150,000 installs. Obviously, that's impressive.
Yes.
To put things into perspective, that is 0.0018% negative reviews, right? Less than 0.5%, a lot less than 0.5%. So, we are also a home security broker nationwide, not every state, in about 30 states. We are an ADT and breaks broker. So if you have customers that need home security, we can help them with it, and you can financially benefit from it. If you've got customers that need solar, we can help them with it, and you can financially benefit from it, right? And we're gonna break all of that down today, so let's keep going. So a couple of misconceptions about solar. Solar puts a lien on the property. That is false. That used to be the case. Any realtors here ever dealt with that? Liens on the property, okay? Yes, so here's what happens. That is the HERO and the PACE program. We do not even have the option to offer HERO or PACE. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some times where HERO and PACE make sense. Very rare. For example, let's say the customer already has a 2.5% interest. It is their forever home. They're not looking to leave. They don't mind a lien on their property, and their credit isn't all that great. PACE and HERO say we don't care about your credit, we care about your equity. So as long as you have equity, we'll put it. The problem with HERO and PACE is that they will put a lien on the property. So if you want to sell or refinance, it has to get paid off. So that's one of the biggest, a lot of real estate professionals or just people in general think if I get sold, there's going to be a lien on my property. That's not the case anymore. As a matter of fact, you cannot refinance or sell your home unless it's paid off. Again, that pertains to the HERO or the PACE program. We don't offer that. Will this affect my DTI? A traditional purchase is a regular loan, right? So it'll be a loan on your credit. However, there's what's called the PPA, the Power Purchase Agreement, and the lease options. Those, after 25 years, the system is yours, like a purchase. The second thing is there's no debt on your credit, so it doesn't affect the DTI. Does that make sense? Now, I don't want to sell solar, is what some of the realtors say. We say, look, we have an option where you don't have to sell solar. You can simply refer it. You get your own portal, your own back office. You can track the deal from beginning to end, and the company automatically pays you your portion. You don't have to sell. We have specialists, professionals across America that can help you close a sale, meet with your customer. It is never a pushy approach. It is always an educational approach, right? We educate the customer, and here's one thing that we tell people, like, if you have a customer whose average bill is $130 a month or higher, which, by the way, it's almost impossible in California not to pay $130 a month for electricity. Almost impossible, right? $130 per month or higher average bill, that customer is going to make sense to go solar. I believe that solar is the easiest sale in the world, because here's a couple things about solar and why people, as time goes on, get more and more interested in solar. I'll give you some numbers. 2021, every minute of the year in 2021, somebody went solar. 2022, every 44 seconds. 2023, every 39 seconds. I believe that we'll be in the 20-second range for 2024. Solar is just on the increase, and I'll tell you why that is. So this is an educational situation. First and foremost, the electric grid, ladies and gentlemen, is 130 years old. Now, can we agree that anything that is 130 years old is going to need some maintenance or repairs? Yes. 130-year-old grid needs maintenance or repairs. Here's the problem. The customers pay the utility bill to cover some of those maintenance or repairs. Can we agree?
Yeah.
Here's the issue for the utility company. Every day they have less customers than the day before. So what happens? They say, you used to pay us $300 a month, but we've lost 70,000 customers last week. Your bill has to go up. You were, in 2020, if you look at your bill, in 2020, you were paying, if you're with Edison, and you did not have any discount from Edison, you were paying about 24 cents per unit of electricity. It's called a kilowatt hour. 24 cents in 2020. Anybody, new people, want to take a guess what you're paying per unit of electricity today? About 38 cents. From 24 to 38, that is a big increase, can we agree? probably close to 40% increase in 4 years. But the reason why people don't feel it, ladies and gentlemen, is because it's like, anybody ever heard the analogy of how to cook a frog? You put a frog in room temperature water, it's fine. Then you raise the heat a little bit. And it starts getting hotter, but they don't feel it. Then you raise it a little bit more, and a little bit more, before you know it, the frog is cooked. People don't, now, if you went from 24 cents 1 month to 38 cents the next month, you'd be shocked. You say, whoa, 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 something's wrong here. But they're doing it gradually. Does that make sense? So every day they're losing customers to solar. And here's what happens. No solar customer is going back to the grid. None. A couple of examples. In 2020, since 2020, you cannot build a new home in California unless it has solar panels. By 2035, they're not going to sell gas-powered vehicles in California anymore. This is a sign. So if in California they're not selling gas-powered vehicles, only electric vehicles, do you think those electric vehicles are going to get charged on the grid or with their own solar panels? If they already have an electric car, they're going to have an electric house. They're going to use panels to use the sun to generate their electricity cheaper. Does that make sense? So, a couple of things to keep in mind. Now, we show real estate agents and power players, whether you're a realtor or roofer, whatever the case may be, how to add a potential $30,000 to $100,000 per year from your existing clientele. Because, ladies and gentlemen, your customers are going to go solar with or without your recommendation. They just are. I did a test with my friend, his name is Jose Perez. He has an EXP office in Whittier. And you know about real estate. So he says to me, here's 5 customers. They're friends of mine. I think these people would be interested in solar. Give them a call. When I barely started in 2020. Since then, he's referred a lot more. I called those 5 customers. 2 of the 5 already have gone solar. 1, not interested. The other 2, I sold solar to. Out of that list of 5, 80% have solar today. One of them referred me 5 customers that went solar. That guy made about $20,000 from giving me 5 names and numbers. Did nothing. Customers are happy to this day. They keep referring them because I call them and I say, hi, Johnny, my name is JC Rangel. I am the specialist for Jose Perez's solar division. And he told me that to give you a call that in case you have any questions or if you're ever considering a solar savings report, we'd love to send one over to you. And by the way, Johnny, if you allow us to share with you, because you're a valued customer of Mr. Perez, if you allow us to share with you a solar savings report with no obligation, we will actually gift you a free trip to Las Vegas for 3 nights and 4 days, even if you decide not to go solar. Is that a pretty good offer to the customer?
Yes.
Yeah. Even if he says, I saw the presentation, not interested, no problem. What is the best email so we can send you this free trip today? By the way, it's Las Vegas, Cancun, or Miami. And it's a hotel stay. It's not the airplane ticket, it's a hotel stay. Nevertheless, fair enough. Can we agree? That's a fair deal. Why? Because they're your valued customer. Let's keep going. Again, 80% of your customers will go solar with or without your recommendation in the next 10 to 15 years. That, ladies and gentlemen, equals a lot of money. Not only your customers, but your neighbors, your friends, your colleagues. They're going to go solar. Let's keep going. So, refer your clients to your solar division. Okay, this is an example of what I told you right now. This is an example of how we talk to your customers. So you have an option. You can either talk to your customers yourself, or you can say, I want you to call them. You've got my permission to call them to let them know that you are heading our solar division. Okay? Some real estate agents, real estate professionals want to get more involved than others, and that's fine. And some want to be less involved. And here's the way it works. You enter the lead. Basic information, okay? We tag the mentor, meaning we assign the lead to a solar specialist. When the sale is closed, you make 50% of the commission. So there's 2 options you're going to see here today. How to keep 50% of the commission. The average commission, by the way, is $7,000. So half of that would be $3,500. That is if you want to start your own solar division with us. If you want to just be an affiliate and refer business, you make $1,000 per referral. Very simple, right? So it depends what involvement you want to be. And by the way, can you get to the point where you yourself sell the deal on your own and keep the entire $7,000 to $10,000? Yes, you certainly can. But you don't have to. A lot of real estate professionals tell me, JC, I'm busy with my career. This is my focus. I say, focus on that. Let us do all the heavy lifting, present and close the deal, and you keep half of the commission. Okay? So here's a customer testimony. As a matter of fact, this is a Century 21 customer. We sat down with, I believe they're in La Puente, if I'm not mistaken. Sat down with this customer. You can see the guy with the drone. That's my buddy Anthony. He works with us. So we installed this customer. They were paying $287 per month for their electricity payment to Edison. $287 a month average. Some months he pays $200, other months he pays $400. His average, $287. Everybody follow?
Yes.
We were able to switch him to solar for zero money out of pocket. No money out of pocket. Instead of paying Edison $287, and by the way, every year it will be higher. Right? Remember, the utility grid is going to keep going up every single year. Edison just announced they're going up 20% in 2025, 16% the following year, and then I believe it's 8 or 9% the next 2 years in a row. They're going to go up. That is inevitable. So we go from 287 down to 148. We're saving him about $140 a month, day one, from a bill that he's always had. Can we agree that your electric bill, you've always had that bill?
Yep.
Can we agree you're always going to have that bill?
Yes.
And that bill will always increase over time as well. So now we're saving them, what is that? $1,700 a year, year one. Year two, we will save them more than we did year one. Year three, we will save them more than we did year two, et cetera, so on and so forth, right? So this customer was happy. $6,400 commission. The real estate agent is the mentee, made $3,200. The closer made $3,200. The real estate agent was not involved, did not show up to the house, referred him, got paid his half of the commission. Here's another customer in Florida, $410 per month. We brought him down to $290. Okay, commission there, $8,200. $4,100 each split. By the way, this one was done via Zoom. 45-minute presentation done via Zoom. 90% of our sales are done via Zoom, by the way. $8,200 commission. I don't know if it was that agent or another one from Florida. After he closed a couple of deals, he says, what do I have to do to make the entire commission? We say you only have to do 3 deals, 50-50 split. You got to pass 2 certifications. As soon as you pass those 2 certifications and you mentor 3 deals with an expert, you're 4th and on, you can close on your own. That guy's now closing deals on his own. He says, hey man, instead of splitting this 8,000, I'd rather keep the entire 8,000. He says, look, if I just close 3 a year, it's an extra 20, 30 grand a year. Why wouldn't I just close them on my own? That is 100% optional. Does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes.
Let's keep going. So here's what we can do for your customer. Here's an example, okay? They're paying $250 a month. That equals $3,000 a year. Your new solar payment, let's say we bring it down to $125. We're saving them $1,500 for the year. 0 out of pocket. Fixed monthly payment. The government is now offering you 30% tax credit for going solar. Here's a telltale sign that solar is only going to increase. The government is pushing. There's a 8-year, 30% federal tax credit. Okay? There's 0 down option. Every customer has a 0 down option unless they want to put a down payment, which is extremely rare. But is that an option? That's an option. 25-year warranty. Everything is covered. All the maintenance, everything is covered. 25 years, they don't have to worry about anything. In California, the average customer over the 25-year lifespan, by the way, saves over $125,000 over a 25-year lifespan. $125,000 that if they don't go solar, they're gonna pay. Here's one thing I tell people. If your electric bill, if your lights are on in your house, you can afford solar. There's no such thing as I can't afford it. That doesn't exist in this business. Because if you could afford your Edison bill, you could afford your solar bill. Because it's lower than what you're currently paying. Does that make sense, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to break down how the money is broken down. So we pay you a baseline, and our company shares 85% of the profits with us. 70-30 is to the seller, right? So I'll give you guys a couple of examples of the way the baseline works. Let's say the wholesale price on the job is $20,000, and we sold it for $30,000. That means that there's a $10,000 margin, $10,000 profit in the deal. So if the profit on the deal is $10,000, what is the commission paid out to you? $7,000. Now, if there's a closer involved in it, right? When you're new, you use a closer. The closer makes $3,500. You make $3,500. Is that fair enough?
Yes.
Okay. I did a deal on not this Super Bowl, but like 2 Super Bowls ago. So Super Bowl Sunday, 11 a.m. was the appointment. By 11:46, the appointment was done, closed. It was an $18,000 commission. In 46 minutes, it was an $18,000 commission. The mentee, it was a Lancaster deal. The mentee, the person that brought the lead in, was in Texas. We each made about $9,000 in a 46-minute period from home via Zoom. And the beautiful thing about solar, ladies and gentlemen, is that we're not looking for people that are a very specific type. We're looking, like, do you have a bill over $120 a month? You're a good candidate for what we have. And there's not a lot of competition. Just to put things into perspective, we have a lot of real estate agents here. For every one solar professional, there's about 50 to 60 realtors. Just to put things into perspective. There's not a lot of people in this industry, but ask yourself this question. Do I believe that in the next 20 years, 25 years, America will go renewable energy? Most people would say, I do believe that. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people may say, no, I don't. Fair enough. But most people do believe, because here's the deal. They cannot change the grid. In order to upgrade the grid from what it is right now, it will cost trillions of dollars. Doesn't make sense. How are they going to do it? By making everybody their own grid self-sufficient. When you go solar with a battery, if the grid goes down for an hour or a day or a month or a year, you still have electricity. Doesn't matter. The key is solar with a battery. Fair enough? If you have a solar system and no battery, electricity goes down, you go down too. Okay? So the key is solar with a battery, which is what we offer. We offer both. Solar without, solar with, it's up to the customer. Okay? Now, again, if there's a mentor involved, you each make $3,500. Now, here's an example. Let's say you refer 3 customers over the course of a year. That's an extra $10,000 per year by referring those 3 customers. Not too bad. Maybe it's just 3. Maybe you gave us 5, 6, 7, 10 numbers. We closed 3 of them. An extra $10,000 for a year. That's an extra escrow close, right? What if you referred an average of a customer a month, an extra 12 customers a year? You did nothing but refer them. You did not want any more involvement. That is an extra $42,000 for the year on average. By the way, we have some people with our company that are we call them mentors. They're the ones that help new people close their sales. That close up to 28 deals in a month. From home, via Zoom. The most deals I ever closed in 1 month were 24. So we have one of my friends, Jabari, in Georgia, in the month of March or April. He closed 28 solar deals, made over 6 figures for the month, never left his house. Didn't knock on one door, didn't go into the homeowner's home at all. That's what he closed. 2 years experience in solar development. Now, again, if we double the numbers, let's say it's 24 deals that you refer for the month, for the year, that's an extra $80,000 for the year. Okay? So, once again, your customers are going to go solar with or without your recommendation, ladies and gentlemen. So, what we do here is, do you know of a few professionals who also have homeowners as clients? I'm sure you have some colleagues that are in solar, mortgage, roofing, whatever the case may be. You are a broker day one. So here's what happens. If you were to refer them to our Oncore solar platform, okay, you earn overrides for any sales that they do. This is optional. Somebody else is going to talk to them if not you. So you could either say, I want to refer my customers, and they say, I never want to refer anybody to do what I'm doing here with the company. You don't have to. It is never, ever a requirement for you to refer anybody. But in true broker fashion, you have the option to refer some people that you want to refer, right? So here's what that looks like. You earn between 20 and 45% override on any sales that they make. That's between $600 and $2,000. So let's say I get started, I refer a couple of customers for the year. I make an extra $5, $10, $20,000 for the year because you help me close my solar customers. But I refer my friend Johnny. He works for the same office. Johnny also has customers. Hey Johnny, check it out. I just started my solar brokerage. It makes sense. Make it a couple $1,000 every couple of months. I refer a deal every 2 months. So it's cool. Let's say Johnny starts doing that. I will always make an override on every sale that Johnny closes, whether he closes it himself or with a closer. So here's an example. Let's say I introduced 5 real estate agents or 5 people that sell solar. Doesn't have to be realtors. And they do likewise. Well, if they all referred one deal, that's an extra $16,000 in overrides for the month, right? Now, hypothetical example, is everybody going to refer one deal per month? No, absolutely not. I mean, even if this group of people referred one deal a year or 2 deals a year, this is me referring nothing. This is them referring a couple folks. That's a pretty good additional income. Keep in mind that we don't offer just solar. We partner with the 2 largest home security companies in America. Anybody familiar with ADT?
Yes.
Anybody have ADT by show of hands?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I appreciate that. My wife has been in this industry for over 10 years. We are an ADT and a Brinks broker. Guess what? The same customer that goes solar also needs home security. And can we agree that nowadays crime has gone up just a little bit in California? People right now are looking for home security more than ever before. So you have the option as well. Hey, I don't have a customer that wants solar, but I have a customer that wants home security. You do the same thing. You enter the lead. A closer will close the lead for you. You keep half the commission. The average commission is between $400 and $700. So you make between $200 and $350 by referring a customer. That's not fair enough?
Yeah.
Because your customers need it anyways. Okay. Now, a little bit about our installers. We mentioned our installer partner, 13 years experience. We've been in business since 2011. And this is very key. I like to spend a little bit of extra time here. We are in what's called the solar gold rush. There's a lot of money being made in the solar industry. And because of that, there's a lot of, there's good people and bad people in every industry. Can we agree?
Yeah.
There's good and bad people in every industry. There's a lot of installers that get into the industry that are more new, 2 years, 5 years, 6 years old, and they're in it for the boom. There's a lot of business. People need an installer, so they install. The problem is when they're in it mainly for the boom, for the money, this is a 25-year commitment minimum. What happens if that installer is not in business in 5 years, 10 years? What happens to the customer? Our installer, for being the solar industry being so new, our installer's been in business since 2011. We only use W-2 employees as installers. 95% of installers in the solar industry use subcontractors. Hired guns. We got a job to do, let me hire a couple of guys to help me do the job. We don't. Since 2011, we've established ourselves in 35 states, and we only use our employees to install the job. And that makes a significant difference. And we also offer the best warranties in the industry. We have a 25-year production guarantee and 25-year return savings, production, and power guarantee. What does that mean? If your customer has any issues with the equipment, the panels stop working, not only will we go out and replace or fix the panels, right? No cost to the customer. But let's say because a panel's not working, you produce less. Let's say you get a bill from the utility company. Not only will we go and fix the issue, but our installer will reimburse the customer for any loss, for anything that they got charged from the utility company. Does that make sense? Because at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, our reputation is on the line. So we want to make sure that we have the right installer partner. So Freedom Forever, once again, been in business since 2011. They're not the new kid on the block. We offer all the training. So whether you want to get involved a little bit or you want to get involved a lot, all of the training is already in place, right? So you get your own website, your own Oncore Solar website. So if you have a customer that says, I'm interested, I'm going to shoot you my customer UD. I'm going to shoot you my website UD. Feel free to fill out the form on the website, upload your utility bill there. When they fill out the form on your website, it goes to your portal. You have the lead there, and you can proceed with the expert to design the proposal and then get ready to present. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right, let's keep going. So there's a couple ways to get started. Number one is if you want to be a customer, you want to get a free quote, let us know, we'll get that for you. The option two is you can become an affiliate. As an affiliate, you earn between $500 and $1,000 per every referral that gets installed, right? It's free to become an affiliate. The other option is you want to become a consultant with our company. The way that works is there's $149 is what it costs month one. After that, it is $49 a month. What does that give you? It gives you your back office, it gives you your training, your certification, the ability to sell nationwide, and the highest commissions in the industry. For example, anybody ever see the Sunrun guys at Costco?
Yes.
We offer Sunrun. When we offer Sunrun, we make about 3 times what the guys at Costco make. Same back, same equipment, or even better equipment. Anybody ever had somebody go knock on your door to sell solar? Okay, a couple of you guys. Okay, the average commission in the solar industry is $3,000 to $4,000. That's the average commission in the solar industry, and that's for the higher paid people. Our average commission is $7,000. How is that possible? Because we have a Costco model in that sense. That $49 membership covers a lot of the company's overhead. So we can make as little as $750 to $1,000 a deal when the average solar company has to make $3,000 to $5,000. Does that make sense?
Yes.
People might ask, for example, my wife, our kids love spaghetti. The same spaghetti, I don't know the brand she knows, the same spaghetti bottle at Ralph's versus Costco, literally double the price. For the same price, you get 2 at Costco, you get 1 at Ralph's. Why is that possible? membership. Costco makes more money off their subscriptions than they do off of the goods and services. So our company said, look, what we're gonna do is this. For $49 a month, you get twice as big commissions. You get your back office nationwide, not just Southern California, all of California plus 34 other states. Solar, security, a nationwide connection of professionals that will help you close the sale that are vetted out. They've got to go through our process, through our certifications. They got to maintain a certain percentage of closing ratio in order to maintain a closer within our company. Does that make sense? So that's $49 a month. And by the way, if you refer 4 people on the same membership, for those of you that decide to introduce people, if you refer 4 people, the company will waive your $49 monthly fees. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, what we want to do is we're going to stick around here. We're going to do the photos over here on this side. And we're going to take any questions. So those of you guys that have questions, stick around. We'll get your questions answered. And then Jessica in the back has a sign-in sheet. So you guys, those of you that are going to get your headshots taken, she can go ahead and sign you in, and you're going to go in order. You want to make sure you give her your business card so we can email you those headshots. Those of you guys that are going to take your headshots, okay? So with that being said, I appreciate everybody coming out. Thank you very much.